I guess it's a welcome back for me because I was supposed to be here last week on Sunday for the Super Bowl. And what happened was I was feeling a little bit tired. So around 3 o'clock, I actually laid down on the couch so that I was going to watch just a few minutes of TV and then I would get back up. Had everything ready for live. And when I got back up from 3 o'clock laying down, it was 8 o'clock. I'd missed live. I'd missed the Super Bowl pregame. I'd missed the first half. I'd missed the halftime show. It was just a wrap for me. Sometimes your body needs rest and it will take it if you put yourself in the right position to do so. So, this week I am back and I have a few things to share with you. The first thing that I want to start with is an update on this little cutie right here because it has now officially been a year that I have been in the Coach Quilted Essentials card case. And you guys have seen this probably one or two times. The last time the center was absolutely stuffed with receipts from my travels, and I was amazed at one, how much that little compartment would hold, and two, that you can see it really did not distort it. It bounced back from a shape standpoint. I have been impressed with the leather because sometimes I'm not 100% team Coach at times, but I have been very pleased with this one. You can see I've got a little bit of wear here. I've got a little bit of color transfer here. And then other than that, it's held up pretty good. So this wallet card case has been used 50 of the last 52 weeks. The only time I did not use it was during my trip to Italy, and I actually had planned to move out of this and into my Valentine's Day bag. And if it's not broke, don't fix it. So it moved right over into the bag that I'm carrying now. So, would I repurchase? I absolutely would if they came out with some other colors. And I did pick up some other colors when this one was out. I just haven't moved out of this one to those others. But based on my usage and the wear, I would say that this was probably a really good $95 spend. I didn't wait for this one to go on sale. I did pick up some of the others on sale, but the red one being the color that I really, really wanted, I paid full price for this one. I got the black one. I also paid full price for that one. And then I picked up a couple of others that I actually found on sale between Dillard's and Macy's. So again, not a lot of wear. It's still puffy and squishy. No pop stitches. Little bit of corner wear, but I mean, it's been in and out of joggers and denim. It's been in and out of wallets and pockets and coats. It has been heavily handled, so tons of oils and lotions and so forth. So considering 50 straight, 50 weeks of usage, I'm impressed. There's a little bit of something right there, but clearly not enough for me to move out. So that is the update on the Coach card case. I have been very impressed. I would love, I'm a Dooney girl. I would love to see Dooney go back and introduce like the spicy collection and do something like this to offer some accessories. It's their 50th year anniversary. I'm not going to hold my breath, but this one, Coach hit it out of the park. And I could not have thought, of a better way to spend the money because I was, big wallets, full wallets, all of that in my hands, going through trying to check a bag and security and rental car shuttles. And this just really streamlined everything that I need when I'm at the airport and trying to get a rental car. So I've got my driver's license, my corporate card in an RFID sleeve, and then I have my debit card here, and then I have a gift card that has some money on it, and that's there. So if I'm picking up little stuff or like stopping at the hotel desk to like get water or something like that, I have that so that I can grab it when I'm in the hotel room, run downstairs, and that's all I need. All right, so let's talk about purchases. And I am going to nominate and quickly send two of my tribe sisters to the Enabler Corner, both for enabling me with coach purchases. One of them is Candy Crusher, and the other one is VPW Leo 21, because I was gonna sit these bags out. I was gonna pass, and clearly I did not. So the first one is the Coach Cargo Tote. This one is in the tie-dye, and Candy Crusher and I have had countless conversations about the Marc Jacobs tote. And I have, of course, purchased the canvas version of the bag, and I wasn't impressed, so I sent it back. And when she sent me a text message saying that the cargo tote was available, that it was larger and had a secure zip closure, I couldn't get it in my cart fast enough. Why? One, it's the tie-dye, which to me will give denim vibes, which is a lot of the time what I will travel in on a travel day. So I'm between, my two-piece joggers or denim. So either way, I feel like it will work if I can get it out of the bag. Oh, it's big. So this was a purchase leading up to my birthday, and this is it. There are other versions, even a denim version of the cargo tote that is available now. I've got it linked down below, but this is the one that I got. And the outside pockets, the secure snap closure, all of the great details, but the biggest thing for me is the size. So I knew that I had this one. I knew that this one would work for travel as a work tote because of the dimensions. So I didn't think that I needed another denim bag. Not to mention, I purchased denim last year. I purchased the the Field Tote 40 in denim. And then before that, I actually also picked up the Dempsey 40 in the outlet version of that bag in denim, the one that was denim with the white emblem on the front. So this one has, I love this. Okay, so the back is a snap pocket, and it is a huge pocket. So if I wanted to throw my laptop and not travel with my backpack, I could actually do that either inside this bag or in this back slip pocket and not snap it. And it would, consolidate my travel carry. On the front, it has another large pocket that has a turn lock closure. And honestly, this would be the place where I would drop both work phones and my card case, so that once I get to you know, the TSA checkpoint, I can easily get the things that I need. Now, my only complaint about this one is the shoulder drop. Hold please, I just knocked my cup over with my water. All right, got to make sure nothing got wet other than the floor. All right, so this one has a shorter shoulder drop, and I would have preferred it to be a little bit longer because if I'm going to use it at the airport, this is not going to be a super comfortable carry, and it would definitely not work over an outer coat or even a puffer coat. It's just that wouldn't work for this. But the color, the size, the pockets, the organization, the fact that it is thicker, and in just this little bit of handling, when I had the Marc Jacobs one, if you recall, it was in black and it was picking up all kinds of lint and specks, and it was just drawing everything as I was sharing it. This has not picked up anything. And if it has, it's not visible, which is part of the issue that I had with the Marc Jacobs, is that everything on it you could tell. Now, from an organization standpoint, all of the organization for this bag is on the outside. So, yeah, everything's on the outside. No slip pockets, no pin pockets, none of that. So, everything's on the outside. I think I would prefer them where they are because there's a lot more real estate to use a full pocket on the outside of the bag than if Coach had tried to incorporate it in the inside. It would have been smaller for sure. But because of the size of this bag, whether it's the pouch method or if I choose to put my bag organizer in there, I can do that as well. And it does come with a Coach dust cover. So, get everything out and let you just see how ginormous this bag is. And it does have cardboard here on the side, so it doesn't have those white panels. It's actually blue throughout the entire interior. My bag organizer is red, so if I chose to do that, it would be a little bit of contrast to the interior of the bag. So, cargo tote is a yes for me. Zipper closure, and it has a little bit of an extension. Let's see if I can get this off. Yeah. So has an extended zipper tab. So if I decided that I wanted to just use it as an open tote, I could absolutely do that if I needed to throw, you know, gloves, hat, scarf, that kind of thing on the top if the bag is super full. But if not, then secure top closure, and there's no question about what will fit. Everything will fit in here. Laptop, largest of laptops. You can fit your iPad, your toiletry bag. This would fit like your dop kit could easily fit in here, or a cosmetic bag, or one of the boxy Coach cosmetics if you were going to use that as like a toiletry. Could easily pack in this bag as an overnight bag, or probably even a weekend bag, especially in the summer if you're doing like more flat sandals or you're only wearing the shoes that are on your feet and not packing. You could definitely use this as a work bag, a travel bag, an overnight bag, a small weekend bag. It would make a great cheer bag for cheer moms or cheerleaders. This is a nice size tote. I have 2 complaints about this bag. There are no feet, which I knew that it was not going to have them. But it's all canvas, so if I got brave, I could throw it in the washer, or spot clean it if I needed to. And the second thing is a shoulder drop. Other than that, I love the color. I love the fact that it's not an obnoxious, multicolored tie-dye. I know that there are some people that love that. It's just not my vibe. So the fact that this one lends itself to be more of a denim wash as opposed to a hard, multicolored tie-dye made this a winner. So that is my first purchase and what is landing Candy Crusher in the Enabler Corner tonight. I told y'all, she kept me in trouble for 2024. I'm not doing too much better for 2025, but I'm being tag team right now between Candy Crusher and the handbag hauler. So I've got another Coach bag that is on the way, and I will tell you it was purely a peer pressure purchase, and they didn't pressure me. It's just that they've purchased theirs. They love theirs. And I asked the question if I was missing out or if I would have FOMO, and both of them gave a resounding yes, you need it. So I felt like if I didn't pull the trigger, then it would come to pass. All right, so next tribe sister that is going to the Enabler Corner is over this denim drop that Coach has out now. And again, I shared with you that I've purchased a couple of denim bags before. My pandemic bag, if you recall, was a Coach tote that I loved. Should have kept, but I ended up giving that one to my sister, and she has used it a ton. I even joked with her a couple weeks ago when I was in Nashville, and I told her that I was slowly converting her to be a tote girl because she was actually carrying the small, what is it? The small red nylon Ella tote from Tory Burch. I got the large one. She actually gifted the large one to me. And she went back and got the small one, and she has been living in that bag. So I do have a couple of denim bags, one that's no longer in my collection, along with the Nolita. She got a Nolita, denim Nolita, and I regret that because those were so hard to find, but I know that she would enjoy it probably a little bit more than I would. So I looked at the large Rowan. I'm not a satchel girl. And the last time I carried a satchel and traveled with it, it was a week that resembled me carrying the large Dawson, which felt like me carrying luggage. It was not a good week for travel and carry. And as soon as I got back home, I unzipped it and dumped everything out of it onto the couch so that it forced me out of it, so that I had to make time to switch into something else so that I was not going to be miserable another week. So I kind of made up my mind I was not going to buy large Rowan. But I did have the wristlet, the denim wristlet, corner zip wristlet was on my radar, and the large Laurel, and then I also had the Jamie camera crossbody on my radar. I decided against the large Laurel. I don't have a denim hobo bag. I just kind of decided against it, and then it was gone. The smaller size was available. But I had a vision of how I wanted to use the crossbody, and then I talked to my tribe sister, and that was a done deal because I felt like I could absolutely use the crossbody, and it was having a conversation with myself, because as we were discussing Jamie, we both had the same idea from a styling standpoint. So I was like, oh yeah, this is absolutely meant to be. I never picked up the Jess crossbody from Coach. So this will be a first of its silhouette in my Coach collection. But here she is. So, let's see here. And get this off. I love the color contrast that they did on this collection. The natural color just makes it so wearable. It makes it more modern, in my opinion, and it'll go with anything, right? It's denim, but I felt like a little short and tee or skirt and top in the summer, a denim dress, denim and a t-shirt, just those travel days, excursions if you're out and about, like just a weekend quick errand bag. I was like, that bag is going to work. All right, I think I've got everything off except the tags now. Let me see if I can get this together. The strap does not detach, but it is adjustable. And I think I'm going to throw it right here in the middle to see what that's like. All right. So here we go. Denim. I do feel that this denim is not as thick. This doesn't feel as thick to me or as hardy as some of the previous denim collections, but it's light enough weight, but it doesn't feel to me, it doesn't have the weight or the thickness, in my opinion, that some of the other denim has had. And I was kind of expecting the C's to actually have a little bit more texture to them, to be a little bit more embroidered or raised. And that's not the case either. You can feel a little bit of the outline, but it's not super, super textured. And, you know, that may be okay because maybe it'll help to prevent some of the snags and stuff if it gets caught on things so that it doesn't unravel. Back pocket, I'm hoping that my big old phone is going to fit. Uh-oh. Okay, all right. I was getting nervous because the dimensions on the site made me feel like my phone would fit, and it does. It fits in the back pocket. So that is where I will be keeping my phone. But it is a little bit of texture. Maybe this will loosen up a little bit as I'm in and out of it. And then organization in the inside. Let's see. Well, that was one big hunk of paper. Okay, so front wall, no organization. I do have an appreciation for the blue as opposed to a darker color lining. But it would have been nice to get a slip pocket back here. And then on the other side, there is a snap pocket. And that's a pretty tight fit. So I'm pleased with that because sometimes Coach Hardware doesn't do it for me. So that is it. It does have the cherries, which I just thought that was so cute. And y'all know I love a little a red situation of anything, and then the Coach tag, which I am likely going to take off if I don't put a little seal over the tag, because I've got so many of these tags missing or that I have dropped and picked up. I don't trust their tags one bit if it's not secure. But this is Jamie, and let me just see what she's gonna look like denim on denim. I could throw this on with camel colored boots or sneakers like my New Balance that have, get me trying to flash all, or the New Balance that have like the camel brown color to them, or any color sandals in the summertime, or a natural leather color situation. So as a shoulder bag, that middle adjustment actually falls right at my hip. I'm able to get my fingers right under the bottom. I might adjust it actually up one more to pull it up just a little bit shorter, just a smidgen. And then from a crossbody standpoint, there she is, crossbody, and that again is in that middle adjustment. There are, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes, and I am in the 4th hole. So 3 more adjustments to shorten, and 3 more that could lengthen. So I'm right in the middle. Yeah, this is going to have to be secured a different way because I don't want to lose the tag and the cherries, and I definitely want the cherries on there. So I may get one of those little heat seals and let my blow dryer do a little bit of work to secure this. So yay! And then the other thing that I picked up to pair with it, because I figured I'd need a wallet because the Nolita is going to end up being too large, is I do have a denim card case. So I could absolutely do that, or I have the Florentine card case, and I could use this as a wallet because that color works. So any of my natural Florentine pieces would work, but I also wanted to get the corner zip. I am trying to use my corner zips a little more. The funny thing is, I can use a corner zip on vacation as a wallet with no problems. At home, regular travel, not gonna happen. It won't work. I cannot. I can't make it work for then, and it's just the difference in the things that I carry. But I do want to try to use them at least more on the weekends because that is so stinking cute. This I did because I wanted another thing of cherries and I wanted the little tab. This little detachment here, I absolutely love the two of these together. So the only way to get it was to get a wristlet and the corner zip. I'm not a fan of the new style of the Coach double zip wristlet. because it has that half slip zipper pocket in the front. The ones that I purchased a ton of are the ones that are the same, the pockets are the same size. And they've had some really nice ones that I've considered since they changed the design, but I have not pulled the trigger. I know that there are a lot of people that picked that one up, and I'm pretty sure it's still available on the site. So this one is standard, and then the blue 2 card slots, which traveling is going to be my debit card, credit card, and then the other one is going to be my ID, and then anything else I can throw in here. But I cannot make that work as an everyday wallet. Overflow cards, yes. Can throw my card case in. Car keys. Can't get the house keys in. Like, I just cannot make this work. But it's going to be my wallet for the weekends when I'm using this, or any other time that I grab for Jamie. Now, here's what I wanted to do, because camera crossbodies, I had a little situation in 2024 where I picked up a couple of camera crossbodies. I have the, I'm drawing a blank, but it's from Kate Spade, and it's camera, no, it has a flap, so disregard that. But I wanted to do a comparison to see size-wise how Jamie compares to my Oyster camera, zip camera crossbody from Dooney that I picked up, because she's been out and about a few times, and I've packed her back up. Just got her tags back on her. But the leather has started to get soft. See that? She's getting squishy. So, but anyway, let's compare. Okay, so let's start with just the butts. So Jamie is definitely a little bit longer than the Dooney version. I'm pretty sure the camera and the Ambler, there's not a huge difference in Ambler and the camera and Jamie, but the Ambler would be the smaller of the 3 profiles. And I probably should have grabbed Ambler, but I'm just thinking about that now. All right, so Jamie is definitely a little bit longer than the Dooney camera crossbody. The Jamie only has a back pocket. Dooney has a front, and my phone does not fit in this one. I'm pretty sure when I did the what fits that we already tried that, but just for those that may have missed that video, it's not. Okay, so that doesn't. The Dooney strap is detachable, removable, adjustable, and will convert to a short shoulder bag because it has the 3rd section that is removable. And again, you can take the strap off. Jamie is adjustable, but not removable. You've got plenty of hardware, and everything is branded on here. Coach did a really nice job with the logo, the gold text. I like the contrast. You've got, you know, the C on the cherry and the luggage tag, and it's on the hardware. Coach is also on the zipper pull. It's on the hardware. It is not, oh, yep, it's on the side of the adjustment for the strap, not on the roller, but it is on the outside of the hardware here. Dooney does not have any etching at all on its hardware. Now, it's removable, so I know that that's maybe a mute point, but it doesn't have it on the D-rings either, and they are not removable. Leather poles where Coach has metal. And then from a depth standpoint, they are the same in depth. So Jamie is a little bit longer. They are the same in depth. And then from a height standpoint, Jamie is slightly, and I'm pretty sure it's just because it has an arch top where the Dooney one should be a little bit more flat and boxy. Jamie is just a hair taller than the camera crossbody from Dooney. So if this works, and it does, this should absolutely work. This has a bit more organization though in the inside. So not only do you get the outside zipper pocket, in the interior you get a slip pocket, and then you actually get two slip pockets. So front wall, back wall. So a lot more organization and not a whole lot more real estate. So if you were looking for something that's maybe leather or that you could dress up or dress down more easily than the denim, from a dimension standpoint, I don't think that you could go wrong with the Dooney version. Or if you have like a previous Jess crossbody, I'm pretty sure that was the name of it, JESS crossbody from Coach. I don't imagine that it's much different in dimensions than the Jamie. So if you've picked up one of those from a previous denim collection, you may be okay to skip this one. These for me would be used the same way. But honestly, I would be more aware that I probably need to change my bag depending on what I'm wearing. If I am carrying Jamie, where is this oyster leather? I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna stay in it and it won't matter. But I do like them both. I like the fact that they both have the outside pocket, which the Dooney version would actually fit my phone. So huge win to Coach for the back slip pocket that my big phone and, you know, OtterBox case and pop socket, all that stuff on the back fits. Zippers, both of them appear. These are probably both YKK zippers. Gold hardware on both. Single zipper top closure on both. Zipper extends on the side on both. Plus you have the D-rings, which again won't matter with the Coach version because the strap is not removable. For the Dooney version, if you wanted to swap out the strap or maybe dress it up a little bit by putting a chain strap on it, you have the option to do so. This one is currently on the long weekend sale. I think it's an extra 15%. Yes, 15% off right now. But on any given day, you can actually get the Dooney one for less than what this one is even on sale right now. So similar profile, similar dimensions. Phone won't fit, phone will fit. Strap doesn't remove, strap does remove. No interior organization. You do have two interior slip pockets and my phone will fit in the interior. I also, if I wanted to, which I wouldn't do with the Coach version, If I wanted to just use this as like a dot kit or small toiletry bag, if I wanted to use this as just a clutch, if I wanted to use this because the strap again is removable, if I wanted to throw like, my pens, my highlighters, my tech gear, and throw this in my backpack, I could do that. Remove the strap, and then once I got to wherever I wanted, if I wanted to put the strap back on and have a small bag, I could. Strap doesn't come off on this one. I also wonder. I'm trying to be balanced, but here's what I wonder. And maybe if you have picked up anything in this collection, have already used it. My question is, with use, is this denim picking up lint? That's the first question. And the second is, are you noticing any peeling from friction? Like if it's rubbing against your body, are you starting to see any kind of peeling or beading of the denim as a result of the wear on this one? I will say, again, my Coach, and that was boutique, but the denim Field Tote 40, the denim on that one I feel is a thicker quality and a little bit heavier denim than this one. I also feel like even last summer or last year's denim was a little bit thicker than this one, right? So I'm not disappointed with the purchase at all. I'm actually very, very pleased with it. But I'm just thinking about like the difference in where we are economy wise now, whether the differences in the denim on this one is the equivalent of like shrinkflation that we've seen with other products where the price continues to grow, but maybe the ounces or the quantity count included is actually shrinking. I'm wondering if Coach made some slight adjustments to the manufacturing of the denim that actually made it a little bit lighter, and in exchange for the units that they produce actually probably significantly reduce the cost. This does have leather piping around the edging here, and that's front and back, and there's like no collar or piping or anything around the back pocket, but it feels like it would be pretty easy to find, especially after it's used a little bit. And Rosalind, I did see your comment about no issue so far, no peeling, no lint, so that's a good thing. All right, well, that's it. This is what I actually wanted to talk about last week, but again, I laid down at 3 o'clock. Distinctly remember it being 3 o'clock because a movie was starting, and I said, you know what? Movie's going to be over in about an hour, 48 minutes, I think it was. I was like, that'll be plenty of time before, 5, I can start getting myself together. I already know what I'm going to talk about. 6 o'clock, I'm ready to go. Annual Super Bowl party, it's going down. And when I got back up, it was 8 o'clock. And I had missed live the halftime show, the first half. I'd missed it. I'd missed it all. So I made myself steer clear of the couch today. I have steered clear of the bed today. It's been kind of we've had rain and a little bit of overcast. Temperature dropped again. Slow cooker like for dinner is has been going all day, so it just felt like a really good day to just kind of grab a blanket and watch some TV. But I learned my lesson last week on what a midday nap Will do. But if you know me, if you were to walk up and to ask me what are life's either greatest pleasures for me or little pleasures, the first thing that comes to mind is not handbags, believe it or not. What comes to mind for me is a nap, like a nap on the weekend when you can just like literally lay down. You don't have to set an alarm clock or anything. There's nothing else for you to do, or you've made the decision that you're not going to do it. And just getting some much needed rest. Like that to me is like living the dream. I'm not having to pack because I'm rushing out to the airport. That was perfect last weekend. I didn't have to worry about food because I already prepped and everything was ready to go because I was gonna be up and ready to watch the game. So that was all taken care of. Like everything was on point. I knew what I was gonna talk about. I had links ready, everything. And I laid down, and that was all she wrote. The pencil broke, and it was 8 o'clock before I got up. So it happens. It happens. I hope that you all have been enjoying like this denim drop. The sales for me have not been like super great on Dooney or I Love Dooney. I have picked up a couple of things, but not a ton, which is why I haven't been doing a weekly cart. It's not that I don't see it. It's just I haven't really seen a enough to put a video together. Now I have done a couple of community posts with like the onesie, twosie items that I've seen, but that's kind of been it. But what I am going to do is, ooh, am I going to say this out loud? Yep, I'm going to say it out loud. For Lent, again this year, in the past, I have given up handbag shopping, but everything else was kind of fair game. Now, the year that my mom passed and the year after, I was like, I was grief shopping. I needed something to fill the time, so I didn't quite adhere to it those years. But this year for Lent, I am giving up all retail therapy. So no Dooney, no Coach, no clothes, no Sephora. That hurt my throat to even just say it out loud. I am not going to purchase anything that is not like essential. So food, right? Whether that's eating out, which I've cut back on depending on like which companies gave to which presidential candidate. But that's another story. So whether it's eating out or the grocery store, so I'm back to Team Kroger because of their political giving and their position on DEI. Because I'm a double, I am a double minority. When companies had DEI and had to do their EEOC reporting, as a black female, they had the ability to count me twice. I got counted as being black, I got counted as being a woman, and that helped every organization that I work for with their compliance and with their federal contracts. So I have ditched Publix. It has hurt me to say that. I've not been back to Publix. I have not been back to Walmart. I actually have like 3 things that I picked up from Walmart and they are sitting at the door. They are going back. Nothing wrong with them. It's just on principle. So nutrition, of course, household utilities, those things. No Target. I have not even so much as driven through a Target parking lot. Yesterday, I was out and about. I went to go get a facial, and I went to Sephora immediately afterwards because you have to have stuff right after you get a facial, right? And I was heading to Panera to get lemonade. And instead of even driving through the Target parking lot, I took the long way around, like up to the red light and back down. I'm not even tempting myself with Target. I did go on their website earlier today because I was on LTK looking at another creator's content, and there was an item that I have been looking for, and she featured it, and it's on sale. And I was like, well, so sad, too bad. You gonna miss out because we are not doing Target right now. So no Target, no Walmart, no Macy's. Nordstrom could be fair game after because of their position, but I'm not doing that. I have been in Costco 3 times in the last 2 weeks and literally only went in and picked up what I was going in from the pharmacy and what I needed from the grocery side. I didn't tempt myself in looking at anything else. And Costco, you just have to understand that for me, that is almost like me already. Like, that's, that was a detox because I can spend an entire Saturday in Costco going up and down every single aisle looking like that is my happy place. Costco and Sephora and where I go, they're in the same parking lot. Oh my goodness. But if it is not, of course, household utilities, essentials, I'm not gonna do it. I don't need laundry detergent. I don't need like dishwasher tabs. I don't need toothpaste. Like when I tell you I don't need anything other than to pay the bills and groceries and gas. Yeah. Yep. Because I've bought enough. I've bought stuff. Y'all, I still have stuff from the pandemic that I have not shared on here yet. Now, of course, it's not available, some of it. Some of it is, most of it isn't. I have plenty that I can share without shopping. So, those 40 days I am taking Lent up to a place that I have not had before because just bags is what I've been doing. This time it is going to be a full court press stop of no retail therapy. I don't know what I am going to do to occupy the time that I spend scrolling other than there's not a shortage of bags for me to enjoy. So I'm not worried about not buying a bag. What I am concerned about is what am I going to do when I'm laying in bed at night and I normally would have either my iPad or my phone and I'm just scrolling? If I go to sleep, I probably wouldn't have slept through the live last week and half of the Super Bowl because I would have been asleep on time at a decent hour to get up and I wouldn't have needed a nap. But I don't know. There are a couple of books that I've picked up that I should probably pick up, crack the spine, and put my brain to use. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing this year for Lent, and I've actually already started in some ways. These will be some of the last purchases. I do have another denim bag coming, handbag hauler, Candy Crusher going to the enabler corner for that one. I'm also going to send Carmen Hawkins to the enabler corner for that one. I'm going to send a phenomenal personality. There's just a bunch of you that are going to the enabler corner for that one. Rosalind Ellis is going. Like, so I've got some things that are coming, but I'm going cold turkey. I am going cold turkey, and I will figure out how to move through it, because it will not be the end of the world. That I am sure of. Ooh. I said it out loud, and that's one of the things when you tell people and you need an accountability partner and you put things out, you put them in writing. I am more likely to stick with things that I write down than even if I speak it. Because visually, once I have thought it and taken the time to pen it to paper, it sticks. It sticks with me. It is something that I am constantly reminded of. And I'm not, there have been some seasons, Lent seasons, where I digressed and made a purchase and then went back. I'm not calling it Bag Ban Island. I'm not calling it any of that. It is truly me taking a step back from retail purchases, which consume a lot of my free time. And whether it's making a purchase or receiving a purchase or reviewing a purchase or shopping for the next purchase or comparing a purchase or preparing a link or a community post or an LTK post, I spend a lot of time in retail, which is kind of where I grew up, started my career in retail. But I'm pulling away. I'm pulling away from Lent. So I would love for some of you to join me in the 40 days. That's like 6 weeks. For those that get paid bi-weekly, that's like 3 pay periods. Like, what could you do, save, pay off, do differently if you went 40 days without buying a bag? I don't know, but I'm about to find out, and you'll be here for the journey. Hopefully, the meltdowns and all of the other things that will likely come with that journey. But I will be back. I will share with you. If you are on Macy's or Dillard's and you find this card case like lingering, if you're in a store and you see this, especially if it's already marked down, I paid full price. That's how much I enjoyed it. But if you find it on sale, you will not be disappointed. I do not know why it took me so long to move from like a zip around card case or an accordion style card case to just a slim, have the essentials, that's it. Because last night I grabbed the Alto wristlet that I picked up in Vegas for my birthday, house keys, car keys, phone, and my wallet, and out the door to dinner I went last night. And I did not feel like I missed out on anything because I had hand sanitizer in the car. Of course, I had on my Pat McGrath Elson lipstick, which I can eat, drink, talk, and it will still not budge. So I felt good about just that stuff. The other thing is I wasn't going terribly far away from home, and I knew that I would be coming, back very shortly. So it was, if you find it, it's worth it. I do have a post over on my LTK that actually has a few different card options available. You may have to dig back a little bit or just when you're on the page, do a search for card cases, and it'll show you all of the ones that I have recommended and linked on my LTK. Otherwise, Jamie is linked down below. The current denim version of the cargo tote is linked down below. And if you are not following me on LTK, even when I'm not here, I am over there. I have missed one day. I'd set a goal of posting every single day on LTK for an entire year. And I have missed one day, and it caught me off guard because I thought I had posted and I missed it. And it was the day before my birthday when I was in Italy. I was in Rome and just completely not thinking about anything, retail related, completely in the moment. And that day I forgot to post something on LTK. So since I got onto that platform, which for those of you that may not be familiar with LTK, let me give you a quick orientation. So if you have seen anything on this channel, right? So, or because I'm not like on the TikTok shop, I'm not on TikTok. I don't post links very often, if at all, on the Instagram shop or whatever they call it over there. I do share links here and on the community post, but as I am buying, shopping, finding things, styling things, using things, I will post that over on LTK. So, for example, if you are looking for a new face wash, or you're curious about the lipstick or the foundation or the bags, or you're like, you know what, I've heard DA talk about cooking or cookware or whatever, let me go out and see what she's using. You can find everything that I have at least talked about for nearly the last year linked over there. And if it's still available, you can click on it and it's going to take you directly to the site so that you are able to shop. Now, complete transparency, all of those are affiliate links. So if you use one, I will benefit from a small commission, and they vary from one brand to the next. Sometimes they may be in a blackout period and they're not doing anything at all, but they are affiliate links. And if you're looking for a tote, or if you're searching for alto or a fragrance, or if there's something that I've mentioned and I'm also on here and I also say, oh, you can find it on my LTK, that's exactly where all of the shopping retail therapy links can be found. So I'm getting ready for Lent. I'm not fully there yet because LL Bean has a pair of red heart rain boots that they do once a year, limited edition. They do it in February because of Valentine's. My size typically always sells out. Now, what I like about LL Bean is they are an American U.S. company. They are based in Maine, and their shoes are hand stitched. So they stand behind their product, and they are geared for outdoor, rugged kind of, Maine has some rough winters. I mean, I've been there the dead of summer and you still need a jacket. It just doesn't get warm there to me. But they had the boots. They were not sold out yet. So those are linked. I purchased those this morning. I cannot wait for them to arrive because they have the gum rain boot sole, but the actual rain boot shell is a bright red, and the top that you actually lace up is also red leather. And y'all know I have been like begging, wishing, hoping, waiting for Dooney to redo rain boots because I had tall Dooney rain boots, but they were not wide calf. So I actually ended up selling them to a coworker who still has them and loves them and rubs it in my face whenever when we talk about stuff. but they have not redone them. So to get these boots that I know, 8-inch shaft, so they're not going to be calfed or tall boots, but rainy weather in my favorite color, made in the USA, supporting a local business, great product, great warranty. I pulled the trigger this morning. I cannot wait for that box to show up on my porch, and hoping we get some more rain, sleet, snow, whatever it is, from a precipitation standpoint, because I want to be able to put them on and wear them outside and make sure that they're going to do what they're supposed to do. So that's what that is. So that's it for me. I hope that you all have an amazing week. I hope that you are enjoying the weekend. I hope that you are prepared for the work week. I hope that you have enjoyed whatever bag you're carrying or switching into. I hope that your health and your family is good. Like, there's just not enough of good, I feel, that's being shared right now with all of the political stuff that's going on. So do know that I hope that life is still good. I hope that you're not getting pulled into the thick of, all things government affairs. I hope that you're able to stay above the fray, and that you're able to create a safe space for you and your family based on whatever you believe, however you feel about this administration. I hope that you are in a place where you are doing well, right? Because stress manifests itself in so many different ways. So I want to make sure that you know that while this is the place where we come and talk about bags, because it is a happy place and we enjoy the topic, I do hope that outside of this space, that feeling continues. So that is it for me. Thank you so very much for joining. Until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care, everyone. Have a great week.